Okay, how's everybody today, and where is everybody connecting from? I'd like to go live for a little bit. See how everybody is. Rick, thank you for joining. Jenny. Okay, let's see who jumps on board. Hi Rick, how are you, my friend? Anybody else jumping on board? It's a little bit later than usual for my lives, but it's all good. Good evening, my friend. Nice to have you on board, Rick, as usual. So let's see who else jumps on board. All right. It's going to be a quiet night. I don't see a lot of people here tonight. Unless we get some likes, maybe we might boost it up a bit. The more likes we get, the more we boost it, of course, right? So what's happening? Joanna joined. Thank you for being here, Joanna. Let's see who else is joining. All right. So regardless, I wanted to talk really about no resistance today, right? Thank you for that. Yeah, because the more likes we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we're going to create, actually. And if you want to share it as well, you know, that's awesome. Joanna, hello, my friend. Nice to have you on board. Okay. It's a slow start today. I guess, you know, it's a typical busy. So the $64 question, what's your take tomorrow's date, 11, 111. Again, numbers are numbers, right? So I just let them be. I become aware of them, my wonderful friend Rick, and I just let them be. I don't try to put any sort of energy on anything, so I just let it be. But awesome. All right, let's see. More people joining in. I'm going to start talking anyway, so because I love talking, I guess. So I even made a video earlier about resistance, right? And I said no resistance. So the reason for this, believe it or not, a lot of our ailments that we have, a lot of our aches, a lot of our pains, a lot of mysterious, you know, even if you want to call them diseases, right, that we get, believe it or not, thank you, it is due to our resistance to situations, to scenarios, to people, to our jobs, to whatever the scenario might be, right? And the more of a resistance we create, we actually build energetic blocks within us, right? And when we build these energetic blocks, it is very, very hard after that, if we don't know how, of course, to get rid of them, right? And we just assume that it is just, you know, whatever it is. But the truth of the matter is, when we create resistance, we create energetic blocks, and then we need to learn how to actually get rid of these blocks. Okay, so hi, my lovely. Hi, nice to have you here, Zakia, like usual. All right, so again, for those of you that are here for the first time, okay, and you don't know who I am, you're more than welcome to go check out my page, of course. And if you like what you see, you can hit a follow, of course. And at the same time, you can hit the little bell notifications icon there. And the minute you do that, you're going to get notified every time I upload a video, of course. And at the same time, if you check out my link tree and you tap on that, you're going to find my other social media platforms, including my brand new website. Of course, it is there, all bright and shiny. And for those of you that want to subscribe, of course, this is your opportunity to do so while I am live. Anybody that does so and wishes to can have a one-on-one Zoom meeting with me, brief one, just to say hello and touch base, right? All right. So, as I was saying about energy, for those of you that just jumped in, okay, when we create resistance to situations, to scenarios, to things that are happening around us. It could be our personal relationships. It could be relationships with coworkers. It could be with, you know, our job. It could be with all kinds of stuff, right? Even the food we eat, if we don't like something, right? The minute we start building resistance, we create energetic blocks within us. And we don't realize this, okay, for the majority of the time. We don't pay attention. We just, you know, start having a headache, or we might, you know, catch a cold or whatever the scenario is, and we automatically assume that it's something that came from outside. In the meantime, it is us creating resistance, and then energetic blocks, of course, occur, right? So, let's see some of your comments here. Of course, you are more than welcome to comment about anything, not just about, you know, the energetic blocks. You're more than welcome to talk about the birds and the bees if you wish. So, let's see who's here, what's happening, who's joining. I saw a few of you that joined. Of course, I saw Rick, I saw Joanna, I saw Zakia was in the house, of course. Laugh aloud, and we love listening. Okay, I hear that, Joanna. That is listening. Okay, I hear that, Joanna. That is awesome. So, Brother Peter's in the house. Let's see who else is here. Hi, my lovely. I love it. Joanna. Oh my God, gosh, I needed this, especially today. You needed what? To hear about the energy, you mean? To hear about the blockages? I guess that's what you're talking about, right? Yes, Joanna, my friend. Okay, what happens, again, I'm going to say it so you can hear it clearly, okay? We tend to resist things. Now, what does resistance really mean? It just means, thank you, Zakia, it just means that a situation is happening, or maybe we have a dispute with our partner, right? Our husband, our wife, or whatever, our children, doesn't matter who. And we create this energy, okay, that is not pleasant. Okay, this is what I call resistance. We create this energy instead of us sitting back and just allowing the situation to unfold, okay? And by not interfering with it, we just, when I say interfere, I don't mean don't express your opinion. I don't mean don't, you know, when I say don't interfere, I mean just don't energetically interfere, like emotionally interfere. Just stay back, right? Observe it, shine your awareness on it, shine your light on it, and it will dissolve. It's going to take care of itself, okay? So, but when we don't do this, when we do get aggravated, when we, you know, create resistance, what happens is we also create energetic blocks within our body, and it's what we call stagnant energy, right? And then all kinds of elements can manifest again out of that, okay? From headaches to a lot worse than that. I don't want to name anything, but that's what I was talking about, Joanna. So, hi, my friend. You're a nice person. Elavant, thank you very, very much. I see kindness and nice people and lovely people every time I look at somebody. But thank you for that beautiful comment. And the reason for this is because I see behind them. I see who they really are, right? And when you see who they really are, you are connecting with that being that is love and light. Thank you, Joanna. So that's the way I like to see people. And thank you for that beautiful comment. Zakia, I did some energy techniques and it chills me out so much that I want to sleep. That is actually awesome. That is wonderful. If it makes you sleep and it makes you comfortable and it makes you relaxed, so be it. Let it, manifest the way it wants to. Let it show up the way it wants it to you. That's awesome. I like that. North Sea Shore Girl, hello. Any advice on where to start with removing blocks? Absolutely. So when you want to remove a block, an energetic block, what you want to do is start feeling the energy from within your body, of course, right? The best spot to start is always in or your hand area, both hands. And the reason for that is because we like to feel things. We are accustomed to be more sensitive with our hands, right? Once you feel the energy from the inside of your body, you can let it expand on the outside, of course, right? So the whole idea is to become aware of your hands, inside, outside, just become aware of them. From there, you would shift your focus maybe to your feet, okay? On the inside and outside of your feet. From there on, you can move it to any body part you want. Really, you can move it up to your knees, to your elbows. Just, when I say move it, just focus on that spot. The minute you focus on that spot, you're going to feel a tingling. You're going to feel a sensation. You're going to feel something, right? Maybe a warm, fuzzy feeling, whatever it is, just let it be. So, in this case, what you want to do is scan your body from the inside out. So you can start from your hands. Once you've connected like that, then you can just start scanning up and down from your toes all the way up to your head. Just scan, right? Just scan your energy. How do you do that? Just focus part by part, piece by piece, part by part, right? And when you do this, when you actually reach a certain spot and it feels uneasy or something, there's a blockage there, right? So you just focus on it a little more, but gentle. So you give it some loving energy, right? And the more you do this, the more you're going to clear all your blocks out. Because the way you remove them is again by energy, right? So what do? You just focus your attention, which in turn creates, not creates, but moves energy around your body, and it just dissolves any blockages. Beautiful question. How to open third eye? No need to. Your third eye is open. And I say that many, many times. The only thing that you might want to do is just focus on the third eye, okay? And the reason for that is just so you can become more aware of it, okay? But your third eye is open, believe me. The only difference, again, like I said, is we don't realize that it's open. It might be what we call it kind of weak, but it's not weak, really. All it takes is just some attention, some focus on it, and you will manage to so-called open it, okay? Thank you, Brother Peter, for that. Okay, big love. Thank you, my wonderful friend. Okay, D. I'm going through a huge life change, so I appreciate you speaking on energy blocks. Okay, that is remarkable. Again, when you are going through a life change, okay, my suggestion to you would be to always, and I say always, focus your awareness on it, okay? Shine your light on it, because every time you put your awareness on something, you are shining your light, because this is who you are. You are love and light, okay? And by focusing your awareness, you're shining your light, and it will dissolve. Whatever it is that you are having a hard time with, it will dissolve, okay? No two ways about it. So, let's see. Great to be in sync with your topics. Thank you for your valuable shares. Awesome. I love that. Thank you, D. Beautiful comments. Okay. How do we remove people from our life like we never met? You don't need to. They were actually there for a reason. They were there because you are teaching one another some lessons there. You grow together. You evolve together. No need to remove them, okay? Again, you just shine your light on the situation and it will resolve itself. Always. Every time you put awareness on something, it resolves itself in ways that you never thought possible, okay? Why is that? Because you're bringing awareness. You are bringing this energy to the scenario, okay? And once you do it, the energy will figure things out. That scenario is going to resolve itself. You don't need to do anything else. So let the people be. Don't worry about them. Good night, my dear. I am so sleepy. Good night, Zakia. Love and light to you, and thank you for jumping in, even if it's briefly. Okay, please, tips on telekinesis. Okay, so telekinesis is also one of my favorite subjects for those of you that have been around with me for a while. Okay, the best tips that I will give you on that is you need to connect with whatever object it is that you want to connect. You need to connect energetically. You need to connect emotionally. Well, emotion is energy in motion, actually. So once you do this and you see this, let's say it's a pen. Once you start connecting with this pen and you see it as no different than you, then and only then can you have quick results in influencing this. Okay, of course there's other ways of doing telekinesis, but that is by far my favorite one. I see, thank you for your help. Not a problem. Big Hat is in the house. We need video explaining how to remove blockages. Not a bad idea, Big Hat. Maybe I shall do a video. Thank you for your recommendation on how to remove blockages. But to make it brief, since you are here right now and we are talking about that, you simply scan your body from the inside out, from top to bottom. And what do I mean by scan? You just simply connect with your internal energy, feel the warmth, feel the heat, and just let it go down by focusing your attention, of course. Let it go down, all the way up, down to your body, to your feet. Manoj, thank you. From there, you bring it back up, and you scan every single part of your body. Of course, this takes time, because you need to go to every single body part. When you feel a body part is not feeling 100% to you, because you're going to feel like your energy can't move from that spot. That is the spot you focus on mostly, and you just send it love, okay? And you just keep scanning up and forth. When you persist with this, it will unblock, okay? Nothing else. You don't need to do anything else, really, Big Hat. But if you want me to do a video, I can still do a video. How to focus then? Simple. You just focus. The minute you think of something, that is focus, right? You just bring it into your awareness. That's what I mean by focus. Let's say right now I want to focus on my finger, right? Automatically what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my awareness right to the tip of my finger. The minute you do that, you're going to feel it, okay? Your body, believe it or not, and your cells, they just thrive for attention. They really do. The minute you just pay a little bit of attention to them, oh, they love it. They start doing somersaults for you. They literally do. I'm talking about your cells now, of course, right? How do we change our past and future? You change it by simply becoming fully aware of the present moment, okay? Because the minute you become aware of the present moment, you're going to realize that past and future are all tied to the now, okay? And just by simply doing that, your so-called past and future change as well, because all your power is right here, right now, in the present moment. So you just focus on the present moment. Now, if you had, let's say, a scenario in the past that you weren't too happy about, of course, you can play a version in your head of that scenario the way you want it to come and play out, right? And you need to play this version until you convince yourself, believe it or not. And then all of a sudden, that has changed as well. Does this affect ADHD? When you become present in the moment, and when you start scanning your body from inside and out, again, all elements, and a lot of energetic blocks you're going to find being resolved, including ADHD, if you are persistent and if you literally scan every piece of your body. It takes time to do it, but it is well worth it. Trust me. Your opinion on astral projection. So again, astral projection, the first thing, again, you need to ask yourself is, why do you want to do it, right? And my reasons for astral projection, of course, is just for exploration. I like to explore. I like to collect information. I love information, right? So it depends on what you want to do with it. So is it doable? Yes, it is. A lot of people do it. As a matter of fact, you do it every single night. When you go to sleep, you actually leave your body. So in a way, you do astral project. You just don't remember it. Beautiful questions like usual. I love it. Man, okay. Brandon, thank you for the roses. Katrina, thank you for being here. Hello, my wonderful friend. Love and light to you. Love and light to you as well, my wonderful friend Katrina. Always a pleasure to have all of you here. Christine the Healer. Ever try muscle testing to ask yourself questions? So, actually I haven't. But if you want to give some tips on it, like I said, we all learn from one another, right? I haven't tried it personally, no. Hi, boss. What's up? Thank you, my friend. I'm doing very, very well. Rocky, thank you. Thanks. Advice on mirror work. Yes. Mirror work again. Are we talking about mirror work to change your personality, or are we talking about mirror work to shift dimensions? Either way, it still ends up to the same thing, because every time you look at the mirror, if you look at it in a particular way, and if you focus on it on a particular way, whatever you think of yourself that you don't agree with or you don't like, for example, you will shift to a different dimension. Again, we do this constantly, multiple times throughout the day. We just don't pay attention to it. This is why I'm saying, when you become fully aware of what is happening around you, you are going to pick up on all these little details. Most of the time, we just shift dimensions and we don't realize it. Mirror work would be the same thing. You can stand in the mirror, look in your eyes, and just have a conversation with yourself, literally. Mental conversation. Yeah, wait, okay. I missed the telekinesis part. Actually, you didn't really miss anything. All you need to do is connect with whatever object it is that you want to influence. How do you do that? You do that by, again, focusing on it. If the object is close, of course, like a pen, it is always very helpful to grab it, to play with it, to touch it, to, toss it around a little bit, feel its weight, feel the way it feels. Just connect with it, all right? And then you can actually work wonders with it. What about déjà vu? So déjà vu is you experiencing different realities at the same time. Having said this, we all experience different realities at the same time, okay? Because we are multi-dimensional beings. But in the case of déjà vu, you are at the same moment, at the same time, in a place that is very, very similar, with some differences, of course, right? But you have connected with that other you, which is you, by the way, that is also in that dimension. And this is why you feel like you just went through it. It's like a double whammy, triple whammy, like whatever, it doesn't matter. It could be like a whole bunch of you connecting at the same time. That is what déjà vu is. Yes, dimension, awesome. Great question, for sure. Good night now, join. Very, very good. All right, so again, for all of yous that have just jumped on right now, I am going to ask you if you like what you see. Of course, you can go ahead and you can check my page here on TikTok, and you can hit the follow button. And at the same time, you can hit the notifications bell icon. Every time I upload a video, you will be notified, of course, right? And at the bottom of my page there, when you hit Linktree, you're going to find my other social media platforms and my website, okay? And at the same time, for all of those that want to subscribe, this is your opportunity to do so while I'm live. Anybody that does and wishes to can have a quick Zoom meeting with me, just one-on-one to touch base, all right? And the whole live was, again, about resistance and why it is key not to resist things, okay? We just need to let them be the way they are. And the reason for this is because when we start resisting, we create energetic blockages, okay? And when we create energetic blockages, we can have different diseases from them, ailments from them. Even our life in general is not going to go the way we want it to go because we are creating resistance even on the outside of our body, which is all energy, of course, our body and everything else around it. So it is very, very important to just observe, to become aware, and to shine your light on it and just let it be, okay? You can, of course, express your opinion. You can do whatever you need to do. But when I say don't get involved, I mean don't emotionally get drained by it. Don't emotionally get all charged up and fired up about it, right? Just let it be. It will resolve itself. Okay, thank you. Not a problem. Let's see, any other comments here? What are dreams? Thank you for asking that. Dreams are other realities. Okay, dreams are other dimensions. You are actually living in that dream. You are in that dream. You are in that dimension. Okay, dreams are energy as well. Everything is energy. And when you dream, you have simply left your body, which we do every night anyway, and we travel around, we float around, and we just happen to call this a dream. In reality, we are experiencing this for real in a different dimension. Opinion on reptilians and aliens. All right, first of all, everything and everyone is not an alien, actually. We are all one. We call them aliens or reptilians because they might be something different than us, and we might think that they came from a different planet or whatnot. But at the end of the game, at the end of the day, we are all united. We are all one. Okay, we are not different, believe me, not at all. Do they exist? Of course, if that's what you're looking for. What significance does angel numbers mean if you keep seeing them? So again, if you keep seeing numbers, okay, it is a clear indicator that somebody from the other side is trying to communicate with you. Those numbers might mean something to you if you pay attention to them, and at the same time, the person or the entity, chances are it is a person from your life, those numbers were significant to them as well. So maybe you had common numbers. If you find out what those numbers mean to you specifically, maybe it was an address that you were living in. Maybe it was somebody's birth. Maybe there's so many maybes, right? See what the significance is for you. So is it possible to inadvertently dissolve a goal by relaxing too much? So when you relax too much and you become in contact with who you are, whatever needs to appear, okay, in that particular moment will. So let's say you had a goal that goal, don't be surprised if it changes now, because you are in more connection with who you really are. Okay? So everything is possible when you're relaxed, for sure. El Narciso, yes, my friend, I am. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Can you explain what happens when your body vibrates? So your body is in constant vibration, okay? But in this case, you feel it more because you're simply putting your awareness on it. But your body, regardless, always vibrates because everything is vibration, right? When you notice that your body is vibrating higher than normal, it is always a good sign because you are vibrating at a different frequency, higher frequency. Okay, otherwise you wouldn't be feeling it vibrating that much. It is always a good sign. Nothing that I would worry about. It's 3:33. All right, 3:33 a.m. Believe it or not, at those times something magical happens in the universe. 3 a.m., 3:30, 3:33. Okay, I wake up at that time, believe it or not. So just out of the blue, I'll get up. And what I do when I get up at that time, I will just simply, lift my body from the bed, just go to the edge of the bed and put my feet on the floor. I'll close my eyes and I'll just simply ask, what is it that I need to know at this time? And information comes to you in such an amazing way around these times, especially because the world around you is quiet at that time. Love and light to you always. Thank you, Haley, for being here. That is awesome. What does it mean when dreams? Okay, what does it mean when dream? You know you're dreaming. All right. So when you are dreaming and you know that you are dreaming, this is called lucid dreaming. Okay, so this is very, very powerful because when you can actually know that you are dreaming, guess what? You can actually do amazing things in that dream because now all of a sudden you are in charge. Okay, you can do anything. Let's say somebody, a bad guy in your dream is coming towards you. You don't even need to do anything. You just, lift up your finger and just picture them, getting tossed around, for example. You have so much power. Now, I'm glad you brought that up, Joni, because the same thing applies in real life. Everything is real, but I'm talking about this so-called real life, this physical reality, right? When you awaken here, it is the same thing. You possess this remarkable power. It's like lucid dreaming, okay? You might not be able to toss people around, as in the lucid dreaming, but you have remarkable power when you wake up here and when you realize that this is also a dream on a bigger level. Can we manipulate gravity and frequency hertz? You can do anything you want when you realize that you literally have no limit, okay? But the issue is to the word manipulate. First of all, I'm not really in alignment with it. I like to use the word influence better. Can you influence gravity? Absolutely. Look at all the airplanes that we have. How do you think they fly? They have found a way to influence gravity, right? The rockets, everything, birds, you see it happening all the time. They found a way to influence gravity, right? And frequency, the same thing. You change frequency all the time. Thank you. All the time. Every time you think a thought, you're changing frequency. Every time you have a different emotion, you're changing frequency. You're changing vibration. Always. This always happens. Paul, thank you for the answer. Not a problem, my friend. Ellie, how do we manifest accurately? So again, the word manifest, I'm not in alignment with. The reason for this is because every time we use the term manifest. It implies that it is not here in the present moment. It implies that it is something out here and we are here and we are trying to reach for this. So the minute we even throw this word there, we are showing lack of. We are creating a gap between where we are and what we want, okay? The way we do it is we actually see it and feel it right here, right now, because in reality, it is right here, right now, okay? Because everything happens in the here and the now. So when you have it here, okay, that's all you need to do. That's all you need to connect with, and that's exactly how you do it. All right. How to raise your vibration. That is simple. You can raise your vibration by thinking beautiful thoughts. You can raise your vibration by singing or listening to music that you are in sync with. You can raise your vibration by changing your emotions to better emotions, like higher vibing emotions. What are those? My four favorite, of course, compassion, appreciation, gratitude, and my top one, love. So you can, there's a slew of them. There's a whole bunch of them. You can connect with joy. You can connect with whatever it is that you want to connect. Those are my top four that I really, really love. When I dream, it usually comes true. That is because, again, everything happens in the now. You just happen to remember your dreams, your so-called dreams, and this is why they come true. You are picking up these dreams and you're seeing it even happen right in front of your eyes. Westa, thank you, my wonderful friend, for being here. Love and light to you, like usual. All right. Hello, all. Dustin. Hello, my friend. Is dreams real or just thoughts? No, they are real. Okay? You cannot think of something that is not real. All right? Thoughts in themselves are actually alive. They are actually beings on their own. Okay? You don't create thoughts. Thoughts you pick up. Your brain, the way it's designed is you pick up information, you pick up frequencies, right? So thoughts carry a frequency, thoughts carry a certain vibration. And if you are a match with this, they will come to you, all right? We think that we create thoughts, but we don't, because thoughts are energy. You do not create energy, all right? You pick it up and you transform it. So dreams are very, very real, yes. It's you in different dimensions. Some of your videos are scary, like the ones with the spirits. Nothing to be scared about, okay? There's nothing to be scared about, because once you realize who you are, once you have connected with your true being, you're going to realize that you are the master of all of it, okay? And there's nothing to be afraid of, literally. The fear comes in from our mind. The fear comes in from the thought process again, okay? Nice, thank you. Thank you, Joni. Okay, let's see, any other questions? Rick, Professor, explain to me a Kundalini experience. So again, we're talking about energy, okay? And when you build this energy to a specific point, Rick, that you can feel it so powerful, so amazing. This is basically, there's a whole technique on this Kundalini experience, of course, but I'm giving you the basic rundown. It is energy that has built up from inside, and you are just letting it express itself, okay? And when it expresses itself, you will see even the whole body like vibrate, the whole body move, the whole body just, you know, shift, like literally. And the reason for this is because this energy is so powerful that it is creating this movement in the body. Of course, there's a lot of people that experience this Kundalini uh, effect. I call it effect. And generally it's done in classes where there's quite a few people around, and there's a reason for that. They do it in classes because they kind of share this energy among each other as well. Okay? Very, very powerful. Very powerful, Rick. How do you deal with toxic family member? Great question. The way you deal with it, again, is by placing your awareness on the situation. Thank you, Joanna. By placing your awareness on this toxic family member without getting emotionally attached to it. Because the minute you get emotionally attached, you already labeled this person as being toxic, right? So this alone tells me that you are going to feed negative, or there's no such thing as negative energy, but you're going to feed more energy of the type of energy that you don't want in this scenario. Okay? So first thing is to not label that person as toxic, number one. Number two, put your attention, shine your awareness, which is light. Shine your light on the scenario, and it will dissolve and resolve itself, believe me. It sounds simple because it is. It really is simple. Good night, bro. I hope you save the live. Big hat. Love and light to you, my wonderful friend. Yes, I do save these lives, and what I do is I actually upload them on YouTube. So you can catch it there. Mohammed A. Okay, your thoughts on Illuminati. Again, Illuminati. We like to put people in little categories. That's just another category that somebody came up with. It really, really is. But in reality, everybody is special. Everybody has abilities and capabilities. And I wouldn't label anybody into anything or any group. Because when you, again, realize how powerful you are, all these little groups, we wouldn't even label them. I wouldn't be concerned about Illuminati. All right, let's see. Do I have any questions from Joanna? Great question, okay. And Rick, how does individuals have to have a Kundalini experience to connect to one's higher self? Again, when you go through the process of this whole Kundalini experience and you let this energy grow and you let this energy expand, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier about paying attention to where this energy goes. When you are very, very good at it, you can also create a Kundalini effect on your own, right? In general, like I said, it happens in groups, but when you become good at it, you can do it as yourself as well, right? Now, the higher self, believe it or not, Rick, you are never disconnected from it, okay? You are always connected with your higher self. The thing that gets people puzzled is that they believe that they need to do something extraordinary to connect with their higher self, right? But in reality, all they need to do is just actually quiet their mind, become one with everything. And when this happens, when you really, really quiet your mind and you connect with stillness and all that stuff, you will hear and you will pick up information that's coming from your higher self, okay? Your higher self is always communicating with you. Your higher self is never disconnected from you. We just need to allow the information to come through. And a lot of times when people go through this Kundalini experience, the energy that has shifted from their body and has vibrated so much leaves their body in such a calm state that they connect with their so-called higher self, because, like I said, you're always in connection with it. And that's how that happens. All right. And Anad, okay, I suggest you to make one community so everyone can share their experiences. Not a bad idea. Maybe we should, right? how do you suggest we do this community for everybody to share their experiences? Maybe we should create a group. Or maybe I should leave a spot on my website or something, somewhere. That's actually not a bad idea. I like that. Could you knock down a bottle with your mind if you wanted to? You can do anything you want, okay? Once you realize that a bottle is no different than a piece of paper. It's not different than anything else. All you need to do is connect with it. Energy is energy. And once you see things from that level, you can do remarkable things, believe me. Ali, how does everything happen in the now? Please explain. I don't understand. Okay. So, this is something that so-called mystics and so-called masters knew for thousands of years. Okay? They knew that everything happens in the now. And believe it or not, modern science has caught up to this, okay, as well. And they realized the more they observe this, even Einstein knew this, and that was back decades ago, right? There is no time in the universe, period, or anywhere else. Time is a man-made concept on this planet, believe it or not, okay? So when you put into effect, when you fathom that there is no time, okay, what does that tell you? That tells you that everything is in the now, all right? We just experience it here as being linear, but in reality, time is not linear. Time on the other side or other dimensions would be something like you crossing the street and then coming back, okay? You can go back and forth in time. This is why the so-called mad scientists were even making movies about traveling back in time or traveling in the future. This is because they understood even then that time doesn't exist. This is how you move back and forth. Because once you realize that time doesn't exist, it is like crossing back and forth from, just going across the street and coming back. It's the same principle, all right? Only now, only everything happens in the now. Is Earth a prison? Of course not. Earth is not a prison. Earth is something that you chose to come to experience it, to grow, to evolve, to expand, okay? Earth is perfect just the way it is. And as a matter of fact, Earth is conscious itself as well. Why is when you have vivid dreams, it feels like you barely slept? That's because you did barely sleep. In your dreams, there was so much energy happening. Joanna, thank you. There was so much excitement happening in your dreams, right? That it feels like you barely slept because you didn't sleep, really. From where energy thoughts coming? So energy thoughts are all around us. Okay? They are everywhere. Everywhere. In the so-called even science, I love the new scientific term, we call it the field. Alright? I love that word. I don't know why, but I'm in alignment with the field. But they are always floating around. They are always around. Okay? And you just pick up what you want to pick up because it all depends on what frequency you are. Think about it as a radio playing a certain station. Okay? When you tune into a certain station on your radio, okay, does that mean that the rest of the stations don't exist? Of course not. It just means that you are tuning in, you're focusing on one particular station. If you shift your dial, if you move your dial and you change your frequency, you're going to pick up a different radio station. The same thing applies with thoughts. Okay? When you have a particular thought and you keep that frequency, vibration, more of those thoughts are going to come into play, right? So they're always floating around. Thanks, my friend. Not a problem. All right. Westa, I drive you now. Once you started talking about 333, my car started alerting 333 kilometers, gasoline left. Wow. See, that is amazing. Again, all these synchronicities that are happening are not by coincidence, Wesla, right? They are always messages. They are always what we would call, even in this scenario, because we are all connected here as we speak, as we're doing this live, okay? This synchronicity applies to all of us, even here, right? It's always a message from the other side or the other dimension. Always somebody trying to verify and to tell us that, hey, we are all good here. We're all awake. Generally speaking, when you see numbers like this, it means that you are expanding, you are growing, you are closer and closer to becoming what we call awakened. But having said that, we never stop being awakened because we always grow, we always evolve, so we always expand, right? That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Wesla. I love that. Anna, thank you. How we call entities. You just call them. You just think about them. The minute you think of an entity, we call it, again, we like to label things, right? But everything is, that we're all beings. The minute you project your thought or your emotion on one, you automatically called it. As a matter of fact, it works the other way around, believe it or not. Way before you even think of a particular entity, it has already thought about you, okay? Is Earth a soul trap? Absolutely not. This comes again from people that are trying to inflict fear. Stop being fear-driven and just be in the present moment and enjoy life for what it has to offer you. You came here to experience it. You came here to explore it. You came here to grow and not, don't listen to this fear stuff, okay? Do yourself a favor. Is there any dangers in astral traveling? Absolutely not. The only dangers that are there are the ones that you put upon yourself, which again, there's no danger. It is all mental, because the danger part, again, for who you really are doesn't exist. You are a being of love and light. Your being is so big, so magnificent, there's nothing that can harm it, trust me. Do we live in a simulation? No, we do not. Okay, I know that's another thing that has been going on around there about simulations, but no, we do not live in a simulation. We are here, we are now, we are aware. How do we know that we don't live in a simulation? Because you cannot create awareness. Okay? Awareness, you're either aware or you're not aware, right? You do not live in a simulation. Facebook group. Thank you, Dustin. Maybe we should create a Facebook group and invite everybody in. I get it. And let them explore their own experiences. Not a bad idea, Dustin. Thank you. I like that. I should create one, and yeah. Yeah, that's good. Thank you for your brilliant idea. That's why I said, like, we all learn from one another as well. What is 666? Again, doesn't matter if it's 333, 666, 111. It doesn't really matter. It only shows you that somebody is trying to connect with you. Okay? That's it. All right. Is your Facebook page the same name? I don't have one, actually. I should create one. What's the best meditation technique you've used? Thanks. My favorite one has always been to sit, relax, okay? Let your body just sink into a comfortable chair or sofa that obviously has somewhere, those armrests, right? And then you close your eyes. You just breathe a few times, right? You can even focus on your breath if you want, but I prefer just to focus on the weight going down. Then from there, I will just focus on my head, right? And I will feel the weight of my head shifting. I will let it relax, right? And I'll feel the weight shift down to my neck down to the, to my shoulders, and from the shoulders down to my, uh, to the arm of the actual seat, right? And then from there to the handrest, right? And then from there, like the whole body, I will just feel it sinking into this comfortable sofa. And I'm going to stay there with closed eyes, and I'm going to observe all the images that come through. I will let them come and go. Any thoughts that come through, come and go. Any emotions that come through, come and go. And just pay attention, be aware, and don't get caught by a thought, because your mind doesn't like that space. Your mind likes to yap, right? It likes to talk. It likes to interfere. So don't listen to your mind. Just let it go. Don't listen to anything that's happening. Just literally focus on the present moment. Just let things come and go. And do this for 20 to 30 minutes twice a day. That's my favorite meditation by far. By far. Okay? Because again, you are bringing awareness. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, let's go down. Anybody else? Rick? We're in flow. Yes, we are, Rick. You are in flow. We are all in flow, Rick. Thank you, my wonderful friend. Going down to C. Can you tell us what God means to you? That's awesome. Thank you for that beautiful question, Anna. So God, or source, or anything that you might want to call it, is everything. Okay? Without source, or God that you call it, nothing would be here. All right? God is the glue that keeps everything together. But, having said this, we all came from the same source. We all came from God. We are a part of God. We're not separate from God. We keep looking for God on the outside. God is in here, internal, okay? And when you focus on what I call the I am, okay, when you do the I am inquiry, you're quickly going to realize that you and God are not separate at all. That's what God means to me. Thank you, Joanna. I hope I shed some light there for you. Yes, good idea. You like that idea too about the Facebook group. I like it, yeah. Hello, my friend. Hello, my brother. I like that idea with a Facebook group too. Are there other beings like us in the universe? There are multiple beings like us in the universe, not just us. There are a plethora of beings, thank you, out in the universe. And I'm just talking about just our universe, just our solar system, never mind our universe. There is a plethora of beings, 1000%, okay? Whoever came up with the idea that we just live on this planet and life happened on this planet, it is by all means, today when we look back, it is even foolish to think like that, okay? There are multiple beings, and that's just in our solar system. Forget about the universe. Forget about other universes. Forget about other dimensions. You see my point? There is a plethora. A beautiful question. All right, let's see. My kids hear knocking in my house. Do you think it's spirits? It could be. Spirits have a funny way of, creating or bringing attention to themselves. Can they hurt you? Absolutely not. Okay? Nothing can hurt you. Rick, look it up on Google and feel if the number resonates with a moment in life and feel what happens. That's awesome. Thank you, my wonderful friend Rick. Okay, any other comments from any of my peeps here? Okay. Can we visit paradise? Paradise is within you. Okay? Paradise is not some place outside of you. It takes some understanding to figure this out, okay? But paradise is not outside of you. It's not some place out there. It's in here, okay? You are the creator of your reality. You really are. That's how powerful you are. So paradise is your creation. All right. I like Sean Connor's definition of God. It's a truth and love within her and everyone else. Perfect. Yes. Like I said, what is God? Love and light, right? So definitely, I like that definition as well. Love and light, truth and love, it's all good. It's fantastic. Why I drop things all the time? I'm not sure. Why do you drop things all the time? Ask yourself that question. Why do you drop things all the time? I am Life Path 8. What does that mean? Again, these are numbers and creations of someone's mind. Okay? Your life path is what you want it to be. There's no such thing as a set path. You are the creator of your own reality. Okay? So I wouldn't put my focus and attention on what somebody said, like your life path is 8 and you got to follow that number. I strongly, strongly disagree. You create your own reality, okay? And I wouldn't even focus on something like that at all. Don't even put in your mind. You just work on yourself. All right, so I'm not going to keep this live for very, very long. I wanted to briefly touch base, and I wanted to say again about energetic blocks. And the minute we create resistance because we don't like something or we argue with somebody, what happens is we create energetic blocks. And these energetic blocks, when you don't deal with them, can actually create different illnesses in your body. All right? Not just in your body, but even outside of your body, because it is all energy after all. So, this is what I wanted to say. Make sure that you don't create any resistance out there. All right? So, having said that, I'm going to close off by saying love and light to all of you. Thank you all for connecting, of course. I truly, truly enjoy connecting with all of you. Okay? And I love all your wonderful questions that you put out there. Joanna, thank you for being you, my friend. Thank you for being here as well, and thank you for being you. I want to say love and light. Thank you, Rachel, for joining, by the way. I want to say love and light to all of you. No matter what you do, be the greatest you. And remember, keep those resistance thoughts, bye-bye. Let them go bye-bye. Thanks for the lesson. Very, very helpful. Thank you, Rick. Right? Don't resist anything. Just let it be. Shine your awareness on it. Shine your love on it and let it resolve itself, right? Because by you becoming emotional, you are simply creating energetic blocks. You don't want that. Right. Love and light to all. Thank you for connecting. Bye for now.